Hello guys, welcome again. In the new video of day 3, we have done talking about some new things. Like in the second video, we have discussed about some user input and other things to conversion of user input to integer value and adding some values, some into new values. And now I am going to show you some new things about Python. First of all, Python I am going to tell you about Python is a case sensitive language. Means if you are changing some variable name into some like capital to small, then Python gives you error. Then discuss about it first. I'm going to create some new file like third dot py. Now I'm going to discuss about some case sensitive languages things like what are case sensitive means. First I'm going to tell you that I'm declaring a variable with some value and I am going to print it with a different thing name, like I'm going to give a capital A and M, means this is another, this is not a variable, means small a and small m is a variable, means am is a variable but this am is not a variable, means if you can run this with a in the terminal, this gives you error, means it's fulfill that Python is a case sensitive language. If you are changed into a small a, then this will not give you error. Okay, then next topic is data types. Python data types, what are the data types Python supports? I'm going to tell you. Like data types are main important things of Python, like numbers, strings, list, dictionary, tuple, files, and sets. There are some data types are predefined into Python. I am discussed one by one in those videos. First, I am going to tell you about some string things. Like in next previous video, I am discussed already about a string. Like user input is a string. Then I'm going to in this video I'm going to tell you some another string things, like how strings are declared. I'm going to declare a string into a variable with single quoted comma, or I can use double quoted comma. This is the main thing. What are the main thing? If you are using a single quote comma, then you cannot use into the last side double quote comma. This will give you error. Like this IDE shows this is illegal. Okay, then you have to put a single comma front and back. Then you are able to put it some value or some string names, words or something like that. I'm going to tell you hello to third video. Okay, then this is a string variable, means a is a holding some string variable. Okay, then I'm going to show you this is a string already or not. I'm going to print it. Yeah, this is a string, like print terminal is showing same as it is, we are declaring, means space is also showing, means you are under the words, between the words we are using some space, and space is also printing with the terminal. Like another string things are like how we can do another things with a string variable like this. I'm going to show you some new things with string. Sorry, um, a of means a is already holded the string variable, and I am going to show you with brackets with some value, some number, like what is number and semicolon. I'm going to discuss this about that. Then first I have to save it and run it this way. Then terminal is showing something strange things. What is the strange thing? H is gone in the terminal printed value. Like what is happening? I'm going to tell you. Like any type of strings are stored with some indexes. Like in the H E double L O in the VS code we are assigning like this: hello dash space something like that, and compiler is storing like 0 1 2 3 and 4 like that up to so on. Okay, means any type of string are holding with only one character at zeroth index up to one index and two index and three index and four index, and space is also count with this. Means at 5 index space is also count, like any type of spaces are also count here. Okay, means at that point we are going to printing with some variable like a is holding some value, and I'm going to print it with like this, with bracket 1 colon like this and bracket close. I'm going to print it as it is. Means print is a operator. Means print is a operator that can hold one index 2 up to 5 index. Means here I am not printing the 0th index value. Okay, this operator means this semicolon is a operator in Python, and this is a scope operator. Means that can printed string as the index are given. Means here I am not giving the index last index. Means up to last character is printed. Means E double L O and also space is also printed with this terminal like that. Hello, first a printed a variable hello space 2 space third space video is as it is printed, and here in scope variable I am declaring some index like one index to none. Means I'm not giving the last index. What is the last index? I'm going to print it. I'm not given it, and as it is you can see all the values are printed up to 1 to last. Okay, then I'm going to show you some other things like print a. You can see if I can give last index and I cannot give, I'm not given here the first index. Means what's happening with that? Let's see. First save it and run it. Here you can see. Means up to 0 index to 7th index. Means we can count H is in 0 index, E in 1 index, L is in 2 index, and next L is 3 index. 0 means O is 4th index, and 5 and 6 up to that. Means 0 to 6 means 7 index. Okay, then 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 means 0 to 6 index is printed by this like that. Okay, then move on into next topic like In Python there are some new and special things, like if we cannot want this code to run, then we can comment it. Means this can ignored by the interpreter, Python interpreter. This comment line is ignored by the interpreter. Okay, means if we can assign hash before the any type of code, this can ignored by the compiler. Okay, you can see here this code is not run. Okay, we can, there are two types of comments, like first is single line comment and second one is multi-line comment. Means if we can give here three single quoted comma, means it can hold multi-line comment. If I can show you, hey, next line something like hi, hello, this can ignored by the compiler also. Okay, like I'm going to show you, this can ignored by the compiler. Okay, while the compile is, all the codes are compiled. Okay, we are seeing that single line comment and multi-line comments are done. Now I'm going to tell you some special things in Python, like Python removed parenthesis. Means Pythons are not using parenthesis in some cases, in but some cases Pythons can use parenthesis, and Pythons are removed by the Python. Braces are removed. Like how in further videos we are able to see that, like where we can use braces and where we are using parentheses. In this video we are using the parentheses, like in printing option. In some cases we are not able to use that, and in some cases we are using, like how in if condition, like in other loops conditions, we are other in other programs we are using parentheses, but in Python we are not using that. If we are not using, we are also going to able to run it, but in other programs we are not able to run it. The other programs gives error, but in Python this does not gives error, any type of error. And next is special thing is that Python's use indentation. For indentation Python use semicolon. Means at semicolon indentations are used by that, like how in f if condition, in loops, any type of this type of things we are using in further videos of semicolons. In within semicolon we are use able to automatically indent, means uh, able to indent it. Okay, and we are also able to run that with semicolon multiple statements at a time. Okay, inside the indentation we are able to run that any type of multiple statements. Okay, here all topics are done. I'm going to forgot to tell you about that some things with printing operator, like in a scope resolution operator, how some others things are worked. I forgot to tell that, and now I'm going to tell you. uh, Print, with using print like that, we already seen that we can use also some starting index and some last index. Okay, we can use like that. Means 3 is a starting index and 9 is a last index. Means in 3 index, in string variable, 3 is storing L, means last of L, storing 3. 3 is printed like that. 3 up to 9, means up to space, is printed by this. Okay, by the terminal in Python. Okay, and now in print other type of option, this negative numbers, means negative index, is also working with that. Means how it works, let's see. If we can give the first index and the last index with some negative value, like how it works, let's see about that first. At that moment, we are assigning the variable with some string. We are putting some space uh, after the string. At that space is counted as a negative 1, means negative 1 is counted at last index, and before that negative 2 is at 0, means O. At word video, the last O is negative 2 and E is negative 3 and D is negative 4. Okay, and how it works, let's see first, like that. O space 2 space third space vid, means up to minus 4, up to index minus 4, d is printed, means starting from fourth index and ending from negative 4 index. This can also work in Python. Okay, and we can use also uh, like that. If we cannot give the any type of indexes, means starting index or last index, we cannot give that, this can also work, but the whole string is printed as it is. Okay, let's see about that. As it is, you can see the whole indexes are printed, means whole string is printed, whole indexes strings value are printed with that. Now here I am ending the video. Hope you guys like that, and I'm going to see you in the next video. So thank you all. See you in the next video.